What's up, guys? Norb Kev coming at you, making this recording late at night. It's about past 11 o'clock Seattle time. Just got back. You see I'm all dressed up in my spiffy suit and tie from the concert I had to perform right after the game. Did my Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars tribute. Maybe I'll put that up online. We'll see. But I was just driving, had a chance to get away from thinking about the game too much with this event, but now I'm back in the car. I started thinking about the game, that game that we lost, 33-31. And, you know, it's funny because thinking about it, I'm actually considering that I really believe we should have won that game. I'm actually surprised I'm not more upset about it. And I think it must just be because of expectations. I went into this game thinking we weren't going to win. I predicted we'd lose this game. And I had my concerns about how competitive it was going to be. And I think the fact that our team performed so well, while the pain of losing a game that you know we could have won. I mean, we should have won that game. We were at the 30, after that amazing throw to Tyler Lockett for 40 yards, we were at the 35-yard line, I believe, of the Rams with whatever amount of time we had left. And we were in total control at that point. You think at that point, if nothing else happens, if we just completely don't move forward another inch, it would have been a 52-yard field goal, very makeable field goal. I mean, we were already in position to win without doing a single thing. And of course, what do? We shoot ourselves in the foot, -5 yards, then a holding call, take ourselves out of field goal range. The worst thing you could possibly do in that situation. And then we know what happened after that. Oh, and then the timeout thing, which, you know, gave the Rams the chance to rethink that punt that they didn't end up kicking and going for it and winning the game. When we probably would have gotten it back with a little bit of time left to really, you know, just get in the field goal range once again. I think we would have won the game. We had two ways to win that game. But all that aside, and knowing that, yes, a loss is still a loss, and no matter how close it is, I think where I'm left with a feeling of optimism was I saw the team that I knew we could be at the start of the season. This is the team I predicted we could have been in game one. And what I loved about it was the commitment to the run. It's been a long time now that we've had 3 100-yard rushers in a row. Carson, Davis, Carson. In fact, we had, with Davis in the mix, the two of them and the two-headed monster in the backfield. I thought it was going to be Penny and Carson, but hey, I'll take Mike Davis and Carson. The two of them in the backfield, man. Davis had like 60 or 70 yards, and Carson had over 100. So we were like around 170-something yards rushing, which is awesome. And look what it does. It's exactly what we talked about. I've been talking about with my friends and talking about on analyzing our team. You get that running game going, it opens everything else up. And that's why we saw some of the explosive plays by Russell Wilson today. Deep throws to Tyler Lockett, deep throws to David Moore, 2 touchdowns to David Moore. The first one wasn't a deep one. It was the one in the back of the end zone. But that stuff happens when you can run the ball, even against a team like Los Angeles, who is generally in the past really eating us alive. But really, this was the first time I didn't feel like they ate us alive. We hung in there, and really, we weren't talking that much about our line this time. Our line actually performed very well, I thought, especially on the running game. But even in pass protection, yeah, we had a couple sacks in there. But I thought the performance as a whole of the team was very inspiring. And I think why it gives me this feeling of positivity moving forward is you know, we are seeing glimpses of the team of the future, really now, but even more into the future. And I guess really the feeling that I think we're going to be okay this season. You know, if there was any concern like what kind of team are we going to have, I'm really encouraged by what's moving forward. And those teams that I was concerned about, how are we going to beat the Chiefs, how are we going to beat the Vikings, how are we going to beat Green Bay, all of a sudden some of those teams don't look so invincible anymore. Packers not looking good. Vikings looking very, down to earth, not so so up high like we thought. Obviously the Rams, yeah, they're still good. They had a great offense, but we almost beat them. Should have beaten them. And so if we can hang with someone like the Rams and really be in a position to beat them twice in the fourth quarter, I like our chances with any other team in the NFL, any team in the NFL. And really, it's also that feeling of we're seeing the next generation of the Seattle Seahawks. We're slowly now going through that feeling of having to purge that which we had held so long for, of the heroes of our team of the last 5 years, the Shermans and Chancellors and Michael Bennett's and Avrils and Earl Thomas's. It was a hard process to let that go, but as you start seeing this team, this new nucleus of the team starting to come together, McDougald and Shaquille and Trey Flowers, guys like that in the secondary, and they're balling. They're playing really well, and I think that's a really good sign, not just for the remainder of this season, that I think we're going to not just be okay, but I think we're going to be a good team. We are a good team, and and then looking into the future, it's looking bright. You know what I mean? We're seeing just really good signs of growth. I thought the last 2 weeks, really 3, but the last 2 particularly, have been really impressive. And so I guess while it was a loss, and a loss we should have won, it was that feeling that, this team is on its way. And I just felt, leaving there, that I just felt confident. I just felt confident that just watching the product on the field, the throws from Russell, the receivers, second-year guys like David Moore, our new young secondary starting to make plays. Yeah, they've made a few mistakes here and there, and they could really clean things up. But in general, it's exciting. And these were the new names that we're just, kind of just starting to finally start to feel a little comfortable with. So, and our running backs, man, these are young guys. These are guys who've only been, 2-year guys. They got a lot of tread on the tire left. And that's not even bringing Penny yet into the mix. I mean, I'm assuming at some point he's going to develop as well, but, So I guess the feeling also that even with all of our still missing guys from injuries, we lost Will Dissly, and KJ wasn't in there, and I don't know, am I missing somebody else? Those are the main ones, but even with that, still had a very competitive, very good product in the field. So I'm just, I guess, feeling a little bit in cloud 9 in the sense that this is about as good a loss I feel like we've had in a long time. Just seeing how it went down. We ran and we got more points than I thought we would. Didn't think we could break 30. Stride for stride with the LA Rams. And I think we look great. I just really feel good about this team. It's about progress. It's about seeing that you're going in the right direction. You're trending in the right direction. And I really believe that we are. That was a really good showing today. So, yeah. So now we go to London. I'm excited about this. It's starting to set in now. This trip coming up in a few days. Very excited about that. Traveling again with my dad. The last time we did that was Super Bowl 48, so it's going to be fun to be hopping on the plane and heading over to London, England. Knowing we're going to get to watch our team out there in a totally different environment. Playing against a team like the Raiders, who be fun to see the beast mode rematch. Raiders aren't playing that great, which is good for us. Hopefully they continue to trend the wrong way and we continue trending the right way. But I like our chances. But it's going to be a great time. A lot of 12s out there that I know of who are going to be taking over London. So looking forward to it. It'll be fun to shoot a lot of video and hopefully bring you back some cool souvenirs of the trip, visually anyway. So, yeah, I guess a little more positive version of myself coming out of that game. The sting of the loss is kind of worn out, and the longer term lasting positivity is sticking with me here. I'm really liking how our team is being built, the philosophy that we're incorporating, the gelling of the offensive line and the run game, and Russell's progression, throwing the ball, you know, not a ton, but very efficiently, kind of like he did when he first started his career here. And, you know, a lot of things to fix up, but they will get fixed in time. Special teams mishaps, some broken plays that went longer than they should have, things like that. Stuff that all makes a difference in the scope of the game. But that will improve, and I just like the direction. So anyway, glad I could voice that out. It's gonna be a fun week, and we will talk to you guys later. Go Hawks. Go Hawks.